Man,
that was an introduction. That was an introduction right there. My goodness, feel pressure. Awesome, awesome, man. So let's go ahead and jump right into this conversation, you guys, and before I do that, I definitely have to give it back up to Jarrod. I mean, this gentleman right here has come on board and took off like a rock star. The time he's been with us, already taken advantage of all the strategies. He's already put things in place to have a set financial plan. And just by going through the process, he now has the ability to bless and share this information with other people all across the country. Excited for your promotion, sir. Congratulations. Looking forward to the success that you will continue to have. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Awesome, man. And what I'm going to do is, guys, because we got an intimate group, and we're just going to have a conversation. Let's just do that. We don't have to do a presentation, but I wanted to share some information with you guys that's been really helping and blessing a whole lot of people. But anytime I get an opportunity to talk about business or talk about money, I only think it's fair that you should know a little bit about the person that's sharing information with. Okay, so like Jerry said, my name is Chuck Hardon, and I was born and raised right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I love to tell people my story is not that much different than anybody else's story out there. We're all taught the exact same thing on what it takes to be successful growing up here in America. They had a pretty simple formula. You first had to go to school, had to get good grades, and go to college. Then you go to college, you get more good grades, you can go out there and get that good job. And if you work that good job really, really hard, if you show up early and stay late, that you can grow up wealthy and successful. That's what they told me, and that's what I did. So after graduating from Tri-Cities High School, I attended Clark Atlanta University. I'm represented today with my CAU shirt, Clark Atlanta University, where I got me a degree in business, and I went out and I got that good job. And humbly, I never complained about anything that me and my wife have. I love to tell people I feel we're very blessed. And I say we're blessed because we had food on the table. We had cars in the driveway and we had a roof over our heads. So we're blessed. Because even in America, this is the richest country in the world. Some people don't even have that. But we did get to the point where the lifestyle had caught up with the income. So no matter how hard I worked, I found myself living check to check, and even some months living check behind the check. So don't know if you guys can relate to that, but that was very frustrating because I did everything I was told to do. Because I just found myself in a position where not only I was open and looking, I was literally praying that God would show me something to take my family to the next level of life. Because I could never figure out, how am I going to ever get ahead if I'm barely keeping up, right? And this is the thing when it comes to the 40-40-40 plan. It's not just me, right? I thought it was just me messing this whole thing up. Let's look at some facts about how our society is set up right now, right? These are just some facts that's already in place that we can't even argue about. These are from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, right? So 78% of people in America live paycheck to paycheck. 78%. That means that 2 checks and they could be on the street.
Yep.
Right? That was kind of like me. I wasn't literally broke, but I knew what my next 2 paychecks were going before I even got them. Right? A lot of people pay too much in taxes. People have credit challenges. 80% have credit challenges. And 90% of the people in our country are buried in debt. 90%. And that leaves us, when we get to the age of 70, that over 70% of people won't even have $5,000 in a savings account. Right?
Wow. Wow.
And think about this, you guys. We know that the 40-40 plan does not work because all that means you're expected to work 40 hours a week. You're expected to do that for 40 years, and then you retire on 40% of your income. That's the game plan. And 95% of the country is on that game plan right now. And we all know people that work 30, 40, even 50 years and retired, but they're still dependent on family, friends, or the federal government for simple survival. If you know people like that, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Make sure you just want people in my neighborhood, right? And that's saying nothing bad about them. That's how the game plan was set up if they got it 100% correct.
Yes.
So what we are doing is taking a proactive approach and not a reactive approach. I mean, we're not going to wait to hope everything works out. All right. Hope is needed, but hope is not a plan. You need a plan in place on how to really get yourself set up for financial success. And let me tell you why this conversation is so viable when we talk about financial success. Because all of us on the line, all of us have different backgrounds, all of us have different occupations, all of us have different goals and different dreams, but we all have one very common objective. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful financially, right? Yes. At the end of the day, if that's you, you want to be successful financially, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Oh, and for those of you guys who are not on camera, there's a way to participate in the conversation. There is a reaction button on your device somewhere that will allow you to get a thumbs up and participate, just so I can be sure that you guys can hear us as we go through this call. So give me a thumbs up, just let me know you can hear me. Okay? So look, you guys, let's continue to talk about what we're doing, because there are actually 4 financial challenges that you have to overcome in order to create financial success. All right. Now, the good thing about our company and what we're doing right now is that we partner with a company called MWR Financial. It stands for Making Wealth Real Financial. And they have a strategy they teach to walk anyone through a process to becoming financially successful. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how old you are. Anybody can follow the system. So we call this conversation the MWR Countdown to Financial Freedom, because there are 4 financial challenges that you have to overcome. We have 3 solutions to help you overcome those challenges to meet your 2 financial objectives, and only one company has a system in place that can make it happen. All right. And the good thing about what we do is we get to build we get to build business and work this business with people that we know and love. And since I got Mr. Jarrod on the line with us, he's already a rock star on the team, I'm having him help me facilitate this conversation, because again, he's already documented and used every part of the strategy. So Jarrod, you gonna be able to help me out today?
Yes, sir. I got you.
There we go. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is talk about the 4 financial challenges, right? Now we know they're inflation, taxes, debt, and big business. Why don't we do this? Why don't we split it up? You take the first one, I take the second one, you take the third, and I take the fourth.
No problem. No problem. The first one we talk about is inflation. We call that the silent income killer, because inflation is when prices rise, prices for goods and services go up, but your income stays the same. So for example, I'm a Captain Crunch eater. So I go to the store. Back in March, I went to the store and I could buy a box of Captain Crunch for $3.40. Now, when I go to the store and buy that same box of Captain Crunch, it's done went up $1.50 to $4.90. But my income, what I take home from my job, has stayed the same, but the prices have gone up. That difference is what we call inflation.
That's inflation, right? And what we have to realize in our country is that business owners dictate the price of goods and services. So they can go up on their price whenever they choose to. We have to be in position to go up on our income the exact same way. But Jarrod, this is a challenge most people have. Most people are not 100% in control of their income.
That's correct.
So we're going to teach you guys how to do tonight. We're going to teach you how to increase your cash flow or expand your cash flow. We're going to teach you how to increase your income, not just to match inflation. We're going to teach you how to outpace inflation, okay? Now, challenge number 2 is taxes. We call taxes the chainsaw massacre. That's a bad name. It's a chainsaw. Let me tell you why, though, right? Because taxes actually takes the very first 1/3 of your income. The very first 1/3 go to taxes off the rip. So think about this, you guys. Think about somebody that earns $100,000 a year. That means they're paying over $30,000 in taxes. That is a lot of money.
Yep.
And it's very difficult to become financially successful if you got to give away 30 cents of every dollar you make. I mean, God only asked for 10, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to help you guys better understand. We don't believe in tax evasion. That's not what we're teaching. We teach tax efficiency. So just paying what you owe and not a dime more. All right. Then we got challenge number 3. Let's talk about it.
Challenge number 3, we call that the family curse. Now, everybody knows that debt is something that you can actually pass on from generation to generation. We want to pass on something differently, but this debt takes up your second 1/3 of your income. Now, Most of us know that we want to go and buy products and goods and services. We may not have the cash. So the first thing we do is we put it on a credit card. And then we end up paying for it. We pay for it longer than we actually have the product. So that's the debt that we accumulate. And again, that debt, you can pass it down from generation to generation, but I'm doing my best not to pass mine on.
Right. Because we're not just going to talk about, we're going to show you guys a system, not just to minimize your debt. We have a system to help you 100% eliminate your debt. Yeah, eliminate your debt, right? And then challenge number 4 is big business, right? And we call big business the money trap. It's a trap because what corporate America has done, they spend millions of dollars in marketing and advertising to figure out how to get more of your money out of your pocket. They've actually grind it into our day-to-day lifestyle, right? Think about this. Every single month, corporate America creates something for us to celebrate. Let's think about it. Right now, we're in the month of November. Now, in the month of November, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, honestly, this is my favorite holiday because it's all about just being grateful and thankful for what you already have. But watch what corporate America did. They created Black Friday, right? As a matter of fact, all the commercials you're going to hear right now, they saying Black Friday start today, right? They can't even wait till Thanksgiving. They're getting it started right now. Black Friday tonight, let's go, right? But they also created Cyber Monday, Brown Thursday. Like you can't even finish eating dinner with your family before somebody got to run out to the store to get the TV, okay? Now, in December, we have Christmas. In January, we got New Year. February, we got Valentine's Day. March, we got spring break. April, we got Easter. May, we got Mother's Day. June, we got Father's Day. July, we got 4th of July. August, we got back to school. September, we got Labor Day. October, we got Halloween. Then we land right back here in November. Every month, right? And what somebody is thinking is, well, I don't celebrate all of those holidays, right? but you at least do 6 out of 12, right? And that doesn't even include birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, all the ways that we celebrate people. Now think about this. If you're already in a position where you're living check to check or very close to it, how do you pay for all that stuff? See, it goes right back on that. Right? It's a vicious cycle they've trapped us in, and they make us feel like we have to participate, right? So what we're doing is we're having a paradigm shift. So instead of spending additional money every single month, we want to put you in a position where your money is making money every single day. Yeah, we're gonna have a paradigm shift on exactly how we think and just allow us to be programmed. All right. Now we talk about the challenges not to be negative. All right. Don't want you guys to think we're being negative. We talk about the challenges because when you talk about them, you can now have a way of overcoming them. What most people are doing is they're putting their head down like nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. And they're going to look up 20 years from now and be like, it's a whole lot wrong. And it's almost too late to fix it. Right. Because we have a solution, a strategy that anybody can implement. Anybody can implement our strategy. Right. And there are 3 financial solutions. It's called income shifting. Right. Yeah. Explain. So what is income shifting? Just so they know what we're talking about.
Well, income shifting is simply put by taking your current income that you currently make and shifting more of that income back into your pockets. That's the simplest way I can say it. That's all it really is. It's putting your money back into your pocket. That's it. Right. And the way we do that is 3 components to it. The first thing we have to do is increase your cash flow. Second is generate business income. And third is investment income. All right. Because what you have to realize in our country is not just the fact that you make money. It's more important how you make money. In our country. That's really what it's about. And we're teaching you guys this or educating our community because this is not taught in the traditional education system. It's not taught this. So what we have to do is just better educate. Because and we always say this, if I would have known in my 20s what I know now, man, I'd be done. Whoever thought that? Whoever said that to themselves, right? Yes, I know some of y'all look like y'all still in your 20s, but you understand, right? So this is what we got to understand. If you work a regular 9-to-5 job, you get a W-2 at the end of the year, you're taxed at the highest tax bracket. You're taxed anywhere from 28% to 33%. All right? That's where you're taxed at.
That's why we say 30% of your income goes to the government. And guess what? They get paid before you do. Because when you get your paycheck, you got the gross amount and you got the net amount. And then you get grossed out by the net because they done took so much of your money. Because how that process works is I work, I'm taxed, and then I get to spend, right? So that's how that tax system works. Now, as a business owner, you're taxed differently. You're taxed anywhere from 18% to 23%. Let's say an average of about 20%. Because as a business owner, our country rewards entrepreneurship. So they get way more tax breaks. So a business works, a business spends, then the business pays taxes last. And then as an investor, which is the best way to make money, you're only taxed 15%. Only 15% if you're an investor. Let me let you guys know. The first time I saw this conversation, the first time I sat there and looked at it, I got 38 hot. I was 30. Okay, y'all not from the South. 38 hot mean I was mad. I was big mad. I wasn't a little mad. I was big mad because I realized that I was working a job. Now, of course, let's just think about how the numbers work out. Let's say a person earns $100,000 a year. Let's say I got a job and I earn $100,000 a year. That means I'm paying over $30,000 in taxes. All right. Let's say Jarrod is a business owner and he earns $100,000 a year. He only has to pay $20,000 in tax. But let's say you are an investor and your money is in the market making money. And you earn $100,000 a year. That means you only pay $15,000. I'm like, man, that ain't fair. Because how I look at it is I got to get up every morning because if they pay you $100,000, they're gonna work you for $150,000. Who all can agree that that's how it works, right? So
I agree.
So they're gonna work you that hard, but I got to get up, leave dark 30 in the morning, come home at dark 30 at night, and I got to pay $30,000. Now Jarrod's out working too because he's a business owner. He has to pay $20,000, and you got this rich man sitting in his house. He wakes up at the crack of noon. He meditates before he gets his day started, right? And he makes $100,000 a year, and he only got to pay $15,000, and I got to pay $30,000. That ain't fair. I was like, man, that ain't fair. I was mad. I was like, dude, that ain't fair. They got to change this thing up. That ain't fair. And this is what my mentor shared with me. He said, well, Chuck, it is fair because that's how you choose to make money. Anybody can invest. You just don't know how. Game changer. We going to learn today. I said, we going to learn today because anybody can do it, right? But the challenge is most people don't know how to get from where they are, which I was check to check, to figuring out how can I invest anything. I need all my money just to live. Let me show you what income shifting does for you. Let me show you exactly how income shifting puts you in position to make that transition, right? So the first thing we got to do when it comes to income shifting, we're going to have to increase your cash flow. We're going to do that by minimizing your taxes, minimizing your debt, and minimizing expenses. We're going to also increase your credit score. Because when you minimize those three things, minimize taxes, minimize debt, minimize expenses, your cash flow goes up. Now the question becomes how? How do you minimize taxes? Well, MWR has a membership called the Financial Edge membership. This membership walks you through where you have unlimited access to experts to walk you through every part of this strategy. All right. So, Jarrod, just let me keep this kind of quick. I'm going to explain the membership. Then I'll let you get your testimony and a few of our partners to show what it did for them. Is that fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. So first thing we got to do is the first part of our membership is called Money Max. Money Max is our tax reduction strategy. Well, once you have Money Max, you have unlimited access to certified financial planners. You have unlimited access to CPAs, to people that are certified with the IRS to help you become tax efficient. As a matter of fact, one of the strategies they're going to teach you is how to properly adjust your W-4. Now, you might not be familiar with your W-4. You're probably more familiar with the W-2 because you get a W-2 every year. But if you get a W-2, that means you have a W-4 on file at your job. And the IRS has already shared with us that 88% of the country has that form filled out incorrectly. 88%. So in making that one adjustment to that form, you can get an instant pay raise on your paycheck from your job. All right. Now, Jarrod, when you got started with us and you put your information, how did it work with you and working with the experts in Money Max?
Well, I did exactly what the Money Max experts told me to do. I uploaded my last 2 pay stubs, and then I uploaded my prior year tax return. They evaluated my information, and they came back to me and said, Mr. Cheek, you are paying too much in taxes. And so I said, well, what can we do about it? So then they adjusted a W-4 form and emailed me the W-4 form. I then took that same form and emailed it to my job. On my very next paycheck, my take-home pay went up $328. Now I get paid twice a month. So that's $650 I'm bringing home back into my household month after month, which is about $8,000 a year I'm bringing back into my household. I'll take that all day, every day.
All day and day we take that one. Oh, come on now. You got to give it up for that, right? Now, Jarrod, just so everybody's clear, did you have to work any more hours to get that additional $650?
No, I didn't have to work any more hours.
Did you have to sell any product to get that $600? Nope. Did you have to recruit anybody?
No.
So, and that came directly from the job. That's called winning, you guys. That's a strategy that anybody can do. And that's still just step number 1. All right. Now, after you minimize your taxes, we're also going to help minimize your expenses. And the most consistent way to minimize your expenses is to increase your credit. Because when your credit score goes up, your interest rates go down. And Credit Max is our credit restoration program. So we don't do credit repair. All right. Credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration, where we enhance your credit where it goes up and stays up. All right. And I'm gonna give you guys my testimony on Credit Max because I'm always impressed with it. I just like to show off a little bit. But anyway, so when I got started and I used Credit Max, my credit score was not bad. I'll be all the way transparent. My credit score was about 750, 760, so it's pretty good. But I just used the program because it came with the membership. All I did was upload my 3 credit reports and I walked away. And then I got a notification about 2 months later that my credit score was at the 760, had gone up to 805. Yeah, then it continued to work and it went up to 812. Then it went up to 817. And I got notification just last month that my credit score now sits at 823. See that? Yeah. Yeah, I like to show off. Yeah, see that right there? Yeah. Did you say something? Did you not? Who you talking to? Right? And again, all you did was upload the information. And we got so many testimonies of people using our Credit Max. I'm not sure if anybody on the line has another testimony on how Credit Max is able to help them increase their credit score since they've been working with us at MWR.
Yes, Mr. Chuck, and this is Gwendolyn Godson. I uploaded my 2 pay stubs and sent my Equifax information in from TransUnion Equifax, and I got a $50 credit increase. That was the first 2 months. Now, today, my credit score is 110 points, sir.
Wow, so you got a bump up of 110 points since you've been working with Credit Max. Let's give it up.
Yes.
Right?
So you got to understand. Club.
Going for the 7. Let's get it, right? So again, the experts do the work. This is the thing I want to point out to everybody. Once you have people, this is what they do on a day-to-day basis, right? So we talked about minimizing taxes. We talked about minimizing expenses. Now let's talk about minimizing debt. And Equity Max is our debt elimination strategy. Keyword is elimination. And I'm not just talking about credit card debt. They help you eliminate all of your debt. So the way the system works is you input all of your debt into the system. Credit cards, car notes, mortgages, student loans, medical bills, anything that can get paid off, you load into the Equity Max system. And they're going to systematically show you how to pay it off and pay it off in a reduced time frame. And I'm not just saying taking a 30-year mortgage down to 25 years. You can take a 30-year mortgage down to 12 years. down to 8 years based on your situation. So imagine this, you guys. Imagine if you made the exact same amount of money that you make right now, but you don't owe anybody anything. How much easier is life right there, right? I'm telling you now, Jarrod, when you work with the Equity Max, what system they put together for you?
Well, first thing I had to do is I had to load up all of my bills. I loaded up my mortgage, my car note, my student loans, my other loans that I've got because I've got a few. And so I loaded all that up into the system, and they came back and they evaluated and said, well, your creditors have you paying off your debt in 27 years. And so what they did is they put me on a plan to have my debt paid off in 8.5 years. Now, in that 8.5 years, within that time frame, I'm going to save about $116,000 in interest alone. Again, I'll take it all day, every day.
Sometimes you just need a plan, man. And that's amazing, you guys. Because understand, in our country, the new free is debt free, not owing nobody nothing, right? So we minimize taxes, we minimize debt, and we minimize expenses. Now, we're not just getting extra cash flow so we can go out and start spending more money. Again, our objective is to move to the investing. But now don't you think that you minimize your taxes so you got some more monthly cash flow. You minimize your interest rates so you have a little more cash flow that you're not paying off the debt. You minimize some of your debt just by paying off a few things the right way. Now you have a little more cash flow that you can now start to invest. And the third part of our membership is called Wealth Max. And Wealth Max is our wealth generation program. And I'm sure all of you guys are already investing in your 401k. That's not a bad thing. That's actually a great thing. But what we have to understand is that it is not enough. It's not going to be enough. We're hoping it's going to be enough, but it's not. Because of the 4 challenges. Inflation alone is 3%, right? And then you got to pay taxes on the money that's growing in your 401k. It's not going to be enough, right? So what we're doing is this membership in place. I'm going to give you guys details on what Wealth Max is going to provide for you, and I guarantee you it's going to blow you away. But what I want you to understand is just for this part of our membership, it's only $79 a month to take advantage of each part of our membership. Not $79 each, $79 total. Total to use the Financial Edge membership. And this covers you and your spouse. So y'all don't even got to argue about who credit going to get fixed first, right? Y'all got to argue about little silly stuff like that. They're going to fix both of y'all credit. They're going to adjust both of you guys W-4. $79, that's less than $2 a day, right? So understand that's something you want to take advantage of. But Jarrod, let me help somebody because somebody's on this watching saying, look, I love what y'all saying, man, but I'm trying to reduce my expenses, not increase them. Right? Don't miss it. Don't miss this because $79 a month. Jarrod, in one strategy, you got back $600 a month. Now your number is gonna vary. It's gonna be based on your situation. You might just get $80 a check, right? I got one of my partners to get $800 per check. So it's gonna vary. But if you want your money back, however much it is, give me a thumbs up saying, "Give me my money." Right? It's yours anyway. So our process is for your business to be self-sufficient, to self-fund itself. That's why we have Money Max in place, right? And again, let me just ask, I'm not going to assume. Who on the line knows somebody that needs a little extra cash flow in their life right now? Give me a thumbs up. Whether it's $200 a month, $800 a month. Who on the line right now knows somebody that needs help with their credit right now? Somebody might want to buy a house or somebody want to be in a financial place. We all know people like this. Let me ask you a question. Would it be okay if MWR paid you to tell people about it?
Yeah.
Would it be okay if they paid you for that, right? Because we just talked about the membership, right? I want you guys to understand the membership is a blessing. But let me tell you what my mentor taught me. A blessing is not a blessing unless you can give it away. So this kind of information we can give away. Let me share how MWR will compensate you just by sharing this information with people. Because part of our income shifting strategy, number one, was to increase your cash flow. Number two, we have to generate some business income. All right? And when it comes to business income, you can start a business. A lot of people think it costs a lot of money to start a business. No, your initial investment. Matter of fact, Jack, why don't you tell me how much the investment is? I know they're thinking it's a lot.
Well, to get your business started, it's $228 one time. And then to maintain your business, it's $119 a month to maintain your business. Now, that $228, that's your startup cost. You got to get started. Okay? So that's what we're looking at, Chuck.
$228 to get started, $119 a month to maintain. Let me tell you the great thing about both of those numbers, because now that you have a home-based business, they are 100% tax deductible. Because remember, in our business model, a business works, a business spends, then the business pays taxes last. So you get to write off things that you're doing right now anyway, because now you are a business. So some of the financial benefits that you get for being a business owner, you can take advantage of day one. That will include your enrollment into getting started, right? So Jay, I know you're a financial guy, you're a finance guy, you're a finance major at Clark. Why don't you explain to them some of the financial benefits they get just being able to write off things because they have a home-based business?
Well, the best thing about what you just said is that I can write off the things that I already spend on. Like, for example, the mortgage in my house, this room that I'm in, I'm able to write off the square footage of this room. I'm also able to write off my internet bill. I'm on the internet right now. I'm also able to write off this cell phone bill. And I also pay my kids to help me with this app that you have here called TaxBot. They actually take my receipts and make copies of my receipts. I pay them and then I write that off. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And so, and one of the things
off your kids working.
One of the things I did recently, I just went to lunch with one of my coworkers, right? And I knew I was going to talk. I knew I was going to talk to them about NWR. So I took that TaxBot application. I turned it on in the car, and it tracked my mileage all the way there and all the way back. And then I took a copy of the receipt for the lunch, and I'm going to write all of that off. So this particular app that we're talking about, it comes with the system, and you can utilize it, and you can write off your expenses. So that's what we're working with, Chuck.
That's what, and that's what we work with, you guys. So to keep that concept very simple, because think about all the bills that you just mentioned, Jarrod. You mentioned your mortgage. Guess what? You're gonna pay your mortgage anyway.
Yep.
You mentioned your light bill. You're gonna pay your light bill anyway.
Yep.
Your cell phone bill. You're gonna pay that bill anyway. So what we call this, ladies and gentlemen, we call this anyway money, because you're going to spend that money anyway. But as a consumer, you have bills. As a business owner, you have expenses. Expenses are tax deductible. Bills are not. So we show you how to take your existing bills and transition them into expenses. Now you get to write off your lifestyle, right? So understand, you're starting a business, and we're going to teach you how to properly operate your business, okay? Now, let's talk about this too, because again, we get paid because it is a business, all we really do is really just expose this information to people. That's our number one job, just to share this information. Could you explain to them, if they decide to take advantage of this part of MWR, what would their role or responsibility be in helping us get this information out?
So if you decide you want to get and own your own business, your own home-based business, and you want to be part of this membership, all you have to do is expose people to the information, okay? And we're exposing people right now. The Extra Digit Movement is the organization that does the education on this information, and then MWR executes. They do the legwork, okay? And
they do the work.
Yep.
That's the simple. So all you do is expose people. Yeah, this is what everybody has to get, which I hope they understand. We said expose them to the information, not explain the information.
That's correct.
When it comes to exposing, you don't even have to be the person giving the information. As a matter of fact, look at the person that invites you to this webinar right now. Go ahead, take a look at them. What they doing? Absolutely nothing. Right? Laughing at some jokes, laughing at some corny jokes, right? Exposing you guys to the information. Let me ask you a question. Can you do that? Can you invite people to a webinar and allow someone else to give the information for you? See, if you can do that, not only can this go into a large business for you, this can go into a large income for you. Because we get paid 10 different ways in our MWR comp plan. And with our time pushing right now, I do not have time to go through all 10, but let me share a few of them with you, just because it's very exciting. It's very exciting, all the ways that we get paid. All right, so Jarrod, do me a favor, right? Because we get paid 10 ways. Okay, let's show everybody the example that we're going with here, right? These are all the ways that we get paid in MWR Complex. We do not have time to go through all 10. What I will want to point out to you on this particular screen, though, this is our MWR Pay Card. This is how they pay us, right? And the only reason I'm showing this to you because I know a lot of people have probably seen a lot of things, especially over the last 6 to 9 months. Well, what our world is going through, a lot of people are trying to find different ways of just bringing in more money, and all of it might not be legal. Right? Let's just be honest. All of it might not be legitimate, right? Might not be real business. So I want to let you know that this is not that. This is not a susu. This is not a flower. This is not an earth and water. This is not an earth, wind, or fire. This is a legitimate business. Okay? And you know it's legitimate because on our pay card, you see the Visa logo. You know where Visa is? It's everywhere you want to be. Right? And they put their logo on our MWR pay card. Don't you think Visa researched us before they endorsed us with a pay card? Before they attach their name, their brand, their logo to our brand and logo, don't you think they made sure we're a legitimate business? Mm-hmm. So I understand your theory, but don't confuse this with that, okay? Because we get paid 10 ways in our complex, right? And I don't have time to go through all 10, but what I will share with you is that most people, when you make an initial investment, and I understand whether you're going to invest $100 or whether you're going to invest $100,000, your first question should be, what's my ROI? What's my return on investment? That's what ROI stands for. If you guys not business majors, I like to, right? What's my return on my investment? Well, let me help you with this because our objective is for your business to be profitable and be self-funded as quickly as possible. We have 3 ways to help you do that. The first one we talked about was just simply adjusting your W-4. All right, Jarrod told you he pays $119 a month for his business. But because he has an MWR business, and part of that business includes Money Max, which helped him adjust his W-4, he gets back $600 from his job. Now look, I'm going to look y'all eyeball to eyeball real quick, because I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm going to be honest with that. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I know if I can pay $119 this month to get back $600 next month, that's a win-win situation all day. I'm going to take that deal. I'm going to take that deal all day, right? And that's the position. So whether you pay, whatever your instant pay raise is, it's the position for your business to take care of itself. All right. Now, also another way you can self-fund your business is to introduce the Financial Edge membership to 3 people. 3 people that you know that could just use the membership, not even building the business, but just use the membership to help get their credit straight, to help get their instant pay raise. If you introduce 3 business partners, your monthly fee goes down from $119 all the way down to $40. Then the third way that you can do it is by introducing 3 business partners. Because introducing 3 business partners, no matter where they are in the United States, pays you a bonus to get your business self-funded. All right. So again, our objective is for your business to pay for itself. So we don't even have to worry about that little conversation. I'm not trying to spend more money. No, we're making money day 2, day 3 in this business. All right. Let me talk to you guys about the ways we get paid. We have a daily guarantee is one of the ways that we get paid. All right. And what this is, MWR will guarantee you'll make a certain amount of money every day based on the size of your organization. Now that daily guarantee goes from $5 a day all the way up to $1,000 per day. $1,000 a day. Now, I know I just blew somebody's mind with $1,000 a day. I understand. I get you. I get it. Right? That's $30,000 a month, right? I get it. But let me underpromise and overdeliver. Let's just take $5 a day. So let's just say you know 3 people somewhere in the United States that can benefit from our conversation right now. 3 people that want to build this business. In our system, 1 business partner is worth 3 points. So if you have 3 business partners times 3 points each, that's a total of 9 group points. According to my chart on the screen, 9 group points pays you an additional $5 a day of daily guarantee. Now, I know $5 won't tire anybody on this line, but let's keep $5 in perspective. If you take $5 and multiply it by 30 days, that's an additional $150 per month of additional income coming in month after month after month. Who can use extra $150 every month right now? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, right? And guess what? It doesn't even stop right there. It continues to grow. Because let's say your business team grows from 3 people to 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
Notice I did not say you introduced 12 people.
Hi, Aaron.
I said your team grew from 3 people to 12 people. Now, according to my chart on the screen, 12 people times 3 points is 36 points. That equals $20 a day of daily guarantee. $20 times 30 days is an additional $600 per month. Who can use $600 a month right now? Give me the thumbs up. There we go, right? This is real money. And it's the thing, this is not theory that we're talking about. This is not theory that we hope this thing will work out. No, we have people earning this money right now, right? Look at all the people on the screen, and this is just a small 1/5 of a 10th of a percent of the people that's already earning this bonus right now. And it doesn't stop at $20 a day. It goes $20 a day. It goes up to $30 per day. It goes up to $50 per day. And the thing I love about all these slides is these people, they look just like us. I mean, they look just like, they kind of look like us, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, they look kind of like how you and I look. We're family, we're kin some kind of way. We come from the same lineage. Okay, how about this? I just love to see black people winning. How about that? How about I just love to see us win, right? And not just one person winning. We got droves of people winning together. See, this is the thing you're not gonna see on the news. The news not gonna show us working together to build something up together. They're gonna always show us pulling each other down. But on this kind of conversation, in this arena with these people that we get to work with, we're not crabs in the barrel putting each other down. We are literally lifting each other up, right? So if you want to be around people like that, I pay just to be around people like that, just to be around some supportive people that's encouraging you to do better, right? But again, it doesn't stop. We got people that's already earning up to the $100 per day of daily guarantee. Right, this actually my big brother right here to the left, you know, and that's his best friend, Shanti Hill. Right, we got people earning $150 per day already. We just been doing this for 11 months. 11 months now, in addition to $150 a day. Now, another way we get paid is our vehicle or mortgage bonus. Jarrod, why don't you explain to them the vehicle bonus?
Well, the vehicle bonus comes in 3 tiers. You have tier 1, which is $500 a month. Then you have tier 2, which is $1,250 per month, and then tier 3, which is $3,000 per month. And these tiers are based on the size of your organization.
Based on the size of the tier. Let me do a quick check real quick. All you guys on the line right now, if $500 a month could pretty much cover your car note, because you don't have to buy a new car, you can use this money to pay off the car you're driving right now. But if $500 could pay off your car note, right, or pay your note right now, give me a thumbs up. Let me just see what we're doing. Okay. Okay, well, how about this? Could $1,200 pretty much cover your car note? Give me a thumbs up. $1,250 cover your car note. Okay, how about could $3,000 a month pretty much cover your car note? Give me a thumbs up. My goodness, what are y'all driving down here? Y'all driving some jets or something? They balling. And again, we have people earning these bonuses right now. We already got people earning the $500 bonus, right? Again, you see, we got people already earning the $1,250 per month vehicle bonus. We got people earning the $3,000 per month bonus, and we've only been doing this for 11 months. Yeah, this is getting exciting because not only are we saying we hope this work out, we got proof that it does work out because we got people already doing it. And then last, we're going to talk about our presidential bonus. Presidential bonus starts at $500 a month, and it grows all the way to $100,000 per month. Coming in month after month after month. And again, we already got people earning these bonuses, right? Earning $1,000 a month, earning the $1,250 a month. And the good thing about these bonuses is not one or the other. You get them all. You get them all, right? As a matter of fact, this is one of my good friends, Mr. Brian Bean. I've known Brian since first grade. We was in first grade together. Like, that's how far we go back. right? But he has put together the system that's teaching all of us how to create this success. The webinars, the conversation, the PowerPoint you're looking at right now, right? All case for helping people better understand. We educate people about money. So it's not just about getting rich, it's about staying rich and creating that generational wealth. Because this one bonus alone pays him $10,000 per month. That's $120,000 a year. That doesn't include the $500 per day of daily guarantee.
Wow.
Or his additional $3,000 per month vehicle or mortgage bonus. Again, it's not one or the other. You get them all, okay? So just do a quick recap for you, right? We get paid a momentum bonus of $150 to $900 available in your first 90 days. We got leadership bonuses that come in between $10 to $75 every time someone enters your organization. We have the mortgage bonus that starts at $500 a month, but can go all the way to $3,000 a month. And our presidential bonus can go up to $100,000 per month, right? Look, you guys, it's a lot of ways of making money. But again, we're not just making money to have money. We're making money to create wealth. So we told you about Wealth Max earlier because, again, the category you want to be in is the investor, because the investor makes more money. Who's ever heard this phrase before, the rich get richer? Who ever heard that before, right? That's 100% correct. And it's not because they have money, it's because they know what to do with the money. That's why. And right here, we're educating our community on what to do with the money. And what a lot of people would say was, man, if I had the kind of money that Michael Jordan has, I could invest like Michael Jordan. I was like, you will never have the Michael Jordan money until you start to invest. It's not how it's the other way around. Everyone goes through this process. They gave us a game plan on how to go through this process. Let me explain it to you. Michael Jordan was a basketball player. He had a job. His job was to play basketball for the Chicago Bulls. He made millions of dollars, but guess what? He took those millions and invested into some businesses. Mm-hmm. He invested into a basketball team. And because he invested his money into the businesses, those businesses now have him as one of the fourth or fifth first black billionaires. He would have never made $1 billion playing basketball, but he took what he had and he invested it, right? Jay-Z was a rapper. He rapped. He got paid. He took that money and invested into some businesses. Now he's a billionaire. They've given us the game plan, you guys. We just got to follow it. And it's not the fact of how much money you invest. It's the fact that you start to invest. So our investing is key, right? And Wealth Max teaches us about investing, not just in the stock market, right? They're going to teach us about the private reserve account. A private reserve account is an account you can invest money into, and it grows with the market. The only difference is when the market takes a hit, your money levels off. When the market starts to grow, it goes back up. When the market takes a hit, it levels off. So you never lose. That's the biggest challenge with the 401k right now, because we've been investing in the 401k for years. But 3 months ago, when the market took a hit, guess what happened to everybody's 401k? It took a hit as well. That's just how it works. Over here, this would never drop. Second, your money grows tax-free. And third, you have access to your money before retirement age. You don't got to wait to 65 to get access to your money. Yo, this is a game changer right here. I'm really excited about the private reserve account. I started mine about 6 months ago. Let me tell you how mine is set up. Because in order to get your Wealth Max consultation, you have to set a one-on-one consultation, right? Where they're going to look at your entire financial picture. They're going to ask the goals that you want to get out of your finance, okay? I told the guy I want to retire at 55. That's year I want to retire. He said, okay, let's put together your game plan. He came back and said, I'm going to need you to work till you're 57. I said, cool, no problem. Probably going to work anyway. So I'm going to invest into my private reserve account until I'm 57 years old. From that point, I don't have to put in another dime. But from that point forward, I can withdraw out $5,800 every month until I'm 108 years old. Come on now. Come on. Y'all don't hate. Y'all give me a little, don't hate. That's called winning, right? Mm-hmm. 58 every month until I'm 108 years old. And if I die before then, because I will, the money go to my kids. Let me ask y'all a question. Who works really, really hard right now, not because they want a lifestyle for themselves, because they want to leave something for their kids coming up? Give me a thumbs up. Who know that we fight for our last name, not our first name, right? So in order to do that, we got to have some strategies in place. You cannot work your way to wealth, but you can strategize your way to wealth, right? Also, when it comes to the Wealth Max, they're going to teach us about land banking. And all land banking is purchasing land in the path of growth. Because we've all experienced this before, and buying and driving down the highway and see nothing but a wooded area. We come back 3 years later and that whole area cleared out. It's a whole subdivision over there, or it's a whole a strip mall built over there. Has that ever happened in your community? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Give me a thumbs up. So you know those people made money with that particular endeavor, correct? Let me ask you a question. Why they didn't ask you to invest? Why they didn't ask you to come to why you build it in my community, but you don't ask me to come to the table? Why you building in my community, but you don't ask me if I can participate? I'm gonna be the one that's supporting those businesses. See, we have to change the way we think and how we invest in what we do. So right now, we're finally getting a chance to come to the table with those kind of investments. And we partner with the company that has a track record of identifying land that is valuable. Right now, we're focusing on Antelope Valley, California. You might not be familiar with it, but it sits right next to LA in California, okay? Let me tell you why we know this is going to be valuable land. Number one, Warren Buffett's already invested $5 billion in his new energy bus company in Antelope Valley, California. Kaiser Permanente is building their world headquarters in Antelope Valley, California. NASA has 3 facilities being built in Antelope Valley, California. And the Olympics are coming to LA in 2028. Now, we already know LA is one of the most populated cities in our country. But when you have the world converge on your city, it must grow. And LA cannot grow to the west because you're going to end up in the ocean. It can only grow in the direction that we have property. And you cannot wait till 2028 to start to invest, you guys. We in early, okay? We in real early, and you get all of this with access from your membership, right? Just from being a part of MWR. So what we do with our program is pretty simple. That's my brother. He's already bought that's his deed he's holding, right? That's not a certificate. That's a deed of ownership. He ain't graduating from high school again. That's a deed of ownership, right? So think about this, you guys. Prime reserve account, land banking, but your best investment is yourself, right? You have to invest in you. And understand, if you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. You're not on the road to wealth. Because we all have those same 2 financial objectives. Number one is to create and maintain a lifestyle. And your labor creates your lifestyle. That's how we get to live like we live right now. But at the exact same time, we have to plan for our future lifestyle. And the only thing that can take care of you in the future are your investments. Okay? And MWR is the one company, Making Wealth Real Financial, is the only company that offers the Financial Edge membership. That means they put all of these in place, all of these different kind of sections together in one place that's affordable for anybody. Anybody can afford $79 a month. If you want to do a business, anybody can afford actually $119 a month, especially when your business can pay for itself. So what we do is we first educate people on, look, this is what Making Wealth Real is all about. This is what our movement is all about. It's about changing the mindset. Because if we shift your mind, now we can shift your income. Because we're educating people on how to truly create wealth, right? And every time we have this conversation, there are always 3 kinds of people. The number 3 kind of person says, man, it looks good, it sounds good, but it's not for me. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. A lot of money being a lawyer, we ain't all go to law school, okay? But if it's not for you, do the next best thing. Because I'm sure you know someone that needs help with their credit. I'm sure you know somebody that needs an instant pay raise right now. Give a referral to the person that invited you to the call. Because they saw something they genuinely thought could help you and your family and bless you. So a blessing ain't a blessing unless you can give it away. You can give this away. So give them a referral, all right? Jarrod, why don't you talk about the number 2 kind of person?
The number 2 kind of person, Chuck, is a person who just wants to get the Financial Edge membership. They don't want to start a business. They don't want to make extra income. They just want to expand their current cash flow. They want to get access to the Money Max, the Equity Max, the Credit Max, and the Wealth Max. And they can do that for $79 a month. So shoot the person that invited you to the call a number 2 to let them know that you want to get access to the Financial Edge membership.
And that's it, right? So understand, you guys, get back with the person, just shoot them a number 2. They're going to get you connected with the membership. Go ahead and help your own financial game plan have set up for you, right? Then, of course, we had a number 1 kind of person. And number 1 kind of person is kind of like myself, kind of like Jarrod, like Dr. Skipper, who we truly understand that if we want to come up, we got to bring our community up with us. That means we're looking to help and bless as many people as possible, not just with getting the opportunity to make the money, but getting the knowledge and the information and being able to know what to do when you get it. Mm-hmm. We have too many of our people in our culture that's too busy trying to look rich instead of getting rich. We live in the land of the fake, phony, and flossing, where they rather take a picture standing next to somebody else's car than just paying off and being proud of the car they're driving. We're not doing that in this team. We're not doing that. We want to help as many people as we can really create wealth. So if you are number 1 and you want to create that for you and your family, I say congratulations. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team, right? Get back with the person that put you on the line. Shoot them a text with the number 1. They're going to send you a link so you can get your business started tonight. They will also facilitate a 3-way conversation with you, me, and them, just so we can get a good game plan for you. Because you are in business for yourself, but you are not in business by yourself. Mm-hmm. So I want to be sure we're on the same game plan on how we're going to work together to help you and your family create the wealth that you're looking for. All right? So I want to just thank you guys for jumping on. You know, Mr. Jerry, sir, you are a rock star, my brother. You're doing your thing. Killing it. Killing it. Thank you so much for helping me with this conversation, man. We look forward to working with you guys. We're going to see all you guys on the beaches of the world to see you at the bank, whichever one comes first. Talk to y'all soon. Peace up. A-Town down. Represent. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Mr. Chuck. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Clark.
you. Have a good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
Right.
All right.
Thank you for jumping on, everyone. Good night.
Good night.